Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai. Dandavat pranam to all devotees.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Today is Rupa Goswami's appearance day. This is what I got the message. So appearance or disappearance? Let me see.
Disappearance, Mataji.
Yeah,
Disappearance.
disappearance. And also Gauridas Pandit's disappearance. Yesterday we saw about Gauridas Pandit. He is a staunch devotee of Nityananda Prabhu. His description has been given in Chaitanya Chaitamrita. So Rupa Goswami, when we say, then immediately we should remember Stavamala. Stavamala has been written by Rupa Goswami. It so happened Rupa Goswami is one of the most important disciples of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had 6 principal devotees: Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Gopala Bhatta Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami, they are brothers. Sanatana is elder. They had another one brother. His name was Anupam. His son is Jiva Goswami. So Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, they come in one family. Then you have Gopala Bhatta Goswami coming from Srirangam. Then we have Raghunath Das Goswami and Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. About Raghunath Das Goswami, recently we studied that how he was the son of a Jamindar, but he completely dedicated for the service of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He gave up everything. He is renunciation personified. Then we have Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. All these 6 principal Goswamis were given task by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The most important task, especially to Rupa Sanatan, the most important task was go to Vrindavan and search out the places, Leela Sthalis, search out all the Leela Sthalis, and also make temple. Search out Leela Sthalis, make temple, because they are not ordinary people, they are Manjaris. All these 6 Goswamis are actually Manjaris. Manjaris are the eternal associates of Krishna, who assist Radha and Krishna and their Sakhis in their eternal pastimes. So they know what is all happening, what all happened in Krishna Leela. That is why they are being given this task. There is the first Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, who first came to Vrindavan. Rupa Goswami has written various books. Saumala is one among them. The most important book which we all study in the beginning, and it is actually the beginning also, most important also, if we have to be admitted in Gaudidhara, that is Nectar of Instructions, Upadesha Amrita. It just has 11 shlokas, but these 11 shlokas are the most important shlokas. It is said these shlokas are considered to be the ghrita. Ghrita means the ghee. If Bhagavad Gita is considered to be the milk, then ghrita is nectar of instructions. If you know all these 11 verses, which has been taken in the devotee care program, there is the first book which has to be taken, was what to do in devotional service, what all things to be followed, what all things to be kept aside, what things spoil our devotion, what thing enhances our devotion. Everything is there in nectar of instructions. How should be the dealings with the devotees at every level? What is the qualification of a guru? Why there is no taste in the holy name? So what is the solution for it? Everything. Everything has been included in Nectar of Instructions. Then comes the book Nectar of Devotion, which is done in Bhakti Shastri class. In Bhakti Shastri now, Hindi batch is going to start. English batch is already started. We have 4 books. Out of the 4 books, 2 books are of Rupa Goswami, Nectar of Instructions and Upadeshamrita and Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he met Rupa Goswami in Varanasi, in Dashashamedha Ghat near Prayag. He instructed Rupa Goswami in the matters of devotion service. He just gave some small drop of devotion service. But Rupa Goswami expanded the same drop into an ocean. Bhakti Rasa Amritaha. That means it is nectar. Amrita means nectar, nectar of devotion. So Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, they are born in a very wonderful family, Saraswat Brahmin family. Were so expert in everything. They were well versed in all the languages also. They knew Persian language. They were well versed in everything. They were well versed in Bhagavatam. Wonderful devotees, Rupa Manjari. Rupa Manjari is Rupa Goswami. So they are all Manjaris. Kamala Manjari, Rupa Manjari. Once it so happened, Nawab Hussain, he wanted to know how the tower should be built, to what angle it should be tilted. Somewhat some description is given like this. So Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, he just saw Rupa Goswami, Sanatan, he met them, and he was shocked to see that they know everything. They knew even the construction of a tower. In just casual talk, they guided Nawab Hussain Shah. So Nawab Hussain Shah wanted them to be in his kingdom as a prime minister. Rupa Goswami was prime minister. Sanatan Goswami was treasurer. Maybe other way around. Exactly, I don't remember the post. But important posts were given. Somebody can correct me also if I am, because many years before I read this beautiful pastime. So today I did not read, but I am just recollecting what I read. There was from the lecture given by His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj in Gopinath temple. So now here, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, they were asked to join Nawab Hussain Shah's palace in his kingdom. First they rejected, but then Hussain Shah, he pressurized them by saying that he will kill all the Brahmanas if they don't join. So he forced them to join his kingdom. But somehow they were not happy. But they had to do it their task. So they were doing, and their names are also changed. Rupa Goswami's name became Dabbir Khas, and Sanatan Goswami's name became Sakar Malik. So they were not happy with this also. But what to do? They were in pressure. And Rupa Goswami is especially waiting when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will come. Both of them are waiting. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going towards Vrindavan, at that time, in that first yatra towards Vrindavan, he stopped and he returned back through Ramkeli. So there in Ramkeli, he met Rupa Goswami. And Rupa Goswami was saying that I don't want to be here. At that time, the instruction was given that for some time, act as if you are very dedicated to Hussain Shah. But your love to me should be like how a lady loves some other husband, some other person except her husband. So that type of love you show, so that you act as if you're loving Hussain Shah. When the time comes, I will call you. Rupa Goswami is waiting when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to call him. Meanwhile, here, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, they're all planning. Many letters were written to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's answer was this. Rupa Goswami, When he got the message from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after so many letters, he got the message, now you can come. So then Rupa Goswami immediately wound up all his properties. 50% he donated to the missionary task. He just kept some 25% to his family members. Next 25%, he kept some for his personal uh, expenses, and $10,000 he kept with a merchant because he knew the moment he leaves, Sanatana Goswami will be imprisoned. So, taking care of all these future things, he just left. This is how Rupa Goswami teaches us also how to divide our property. 1/10 of our income comes for the service of Krishna. And if you don't do that, every month Lord gives us the income. We have to keep aside. Advanced devotees, they keep 50% of their income aside. So this culture is there in every religion also. Even the Muslims do that. Because that 1/10 is not your property. And if you try to keep that, the same money actually gives us misery. So Srila Prabhupada has given us a beautiful ways to utilize our money. That is why festivals are there, feeding is there. So in this way, we utilize our strength in Krishna's service, opulence to Krishna's service. So here Sanatana Goswami was imprisoned and this money was utilized. And what happened to Rupa Goswami? Rupa Goswami, after winding up everything, he came straight to, first he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Prayagraj. After that, after some time, he just left and came to Jagannath Puri to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So many pastimes are there with Rupa Goswami in Jagannath Puri. Especially the verse which Rupa Goswami writes. Tunde Tandavi Niratim Vidanute Tundavali Labdaye Karna Kroda Kadambini Gatayate Karnamrte Praham Cheta Prangini Sangini Vijayate Sarvendriyalam Krutim No Jane Janita Priyadvayamitrahe Krishneti Varadvayi Krishneti Varadvayi Krishna, just 2 syllables. Tunde Tandavini Ratim Vidanute Tunde Tandavini, let me have thousands and thousands of tongues to glorify Krishna. Even 1,000 tongues are also not enough. Karna Kroda Kadambini Ghatayate Karnamrute Praspuham, even thousands and thousands of ears are not enough to hear Krishna's glories. Let my consciousness be always with Krishna. What has happened? There is a miracle which has happened by just these 2 syllables. Miracle in my consciousness. I am completely absorbed in Krishna. But still I find myself insufficient. All my senses are also insufficient. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he just wrote this verse and he had kept it on the top of the roof, because he used to spend more time with Haridas Thakur. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wrote on the palm leaf. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there. The palm leaf fell down. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw that leaf, he said, oh, who has written this verse? It can be none other than Rupa Goswami. Then when he saw the handwriting of Rupa Goswami, he said, you are writing like a pearl like a pearls. Your handwriting is like a pearl. Our Jagat Anvaya's Mataji's also, Jagat Anvaya's also is like a pearl. Very important. If your handwriting is wonderful, your nature can be understood. Then you say, I don't have a good handwriting. What to do? You cannot do anything. But Rupa Goswami's handwriting was so nice, so nice. It was just like pearls. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu especially showed this verse to everyone. See what this person is writing. He has understood my heart. Among all the 6 Goswamis, it is Rupa Goswami who understood the heart of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadapi Sarthikam. We chant this verse every day. In the Mangalacharan, you have this verse. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam. See, among the disciples, there are categories. One has to be told so that he will perform. He hears, he performs. One need not be told. He knows the heart of that Guru. He does it. He does it without being instructed. One taking the instruction and then doing. So first class, second class. Only the third class. After taking instruction also throwing out it from the other ear. Not at all bothered. So categories of devotees, categories of disciples. First class disciple need not be told. He takes it as a personal responsibility. The mission taken by the Guru, he takes it as a personal responsibility. Your Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, they anchor you in the service of Krishna. So they take it as a personal responsibility. Second class had to be told. Third class, even after telling, they are not bothered. So Srila Prabhupada has again given us a beautiful arrangement by which we can anchor our strength, our intelligence in Krishna's service. So in this way, Rupa Goswami spent time in Jagannath Puri, practically 1 year. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed him to go back to Vrindavan. To go to Vrindavan, excavate the places and build temples and write books. The most important book, one of the most important book is also Vaishnav Sadachar, Vaishnav etiquettes. What is this Vaishnava etiquette? What should be the behavior of a devotee? What is expected out of a devotee? How is devotee identified? And that book is also taken in devotee care program. I request all of you to join the devotee care program and read. And it is not just there is a devotee care leader and there is another one who are dependents. No, it is a combined program. Even the leader also learns. The one who has come, they also learn. All the devotee care leaders, their devotee care devotees, everyone learns. So we get an opportunity to hear to what our acharyas speak. So once it so happened in Vrindavan, he saw Radha Govind. Radha Govind is hearing to some folk song sung by some local person. So then he asked Radha Govind, why are you hearing to all these songs? He said, what to do? You are not writing song for me. So then I have to hear to all these songs. That is the time. Rupa Goswami, he thought, no, now I should sit and write songs. Stavamala is a stuti. Stavas means stuti, which came spontaneously from the heart of Rupa Goswami. And Govinda Vridavali. Govinda Vridavali is a very important prayer in Stavamala. We have the CD of Stavamala also. We have printed the book of Stavamala also. They're beautiful prayers glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, glorifying Nityananda Prabhu, glorifying Radharani. Everything is there. So Stavamala, when I went for recording, I have done this recording by Krishna's mercy and Sri Rupa Goswami's mercy. When I was here, it's not by heart for me, it's a big paragraphs. And the one who did along with me was a great Sanskrit scholar, Malola Kannan. He said these verses are not ordinary verses. These verses are not the verses of this planet. Actually, every devotee should have Stavamala with them. You can understand these verses. For Radharani, 8 prayers. For Lalita Sakhi, 8 prayers. Beautiful prayers are there. We can even take up this task of studying Rupa Goswami's Stavamala. We can take this task also. Once we complete, we can take the task of, and once we complete Nectar of Instructions, Nectar of Devotion, then Vaishnava etiquette books. We can even take up this task of studying the stavas written by Rupa Goswami. So acharyas, they dedicate themselves to Lord. It is Rupa Goswami who inspired Srila Prabhupada. Rupa Goswami has not met physically Srila Prabhupada, because Rupa Goswami now existed 500 years before. And 1896, Srila Prabhupada is born. So when Srila Prabhupada stayed at Radha Damodar temple, the pujari of the temple saw at night when Srila Prabhupada sits in the samadhi of Rupa Goswami. At that time he saw Rupa Goswami coming from the samadhi and blessing Srila Prabhupada. So acharyas stay in three places: in their books, in their samadhi, and in their birthplace. It's Rupa Goswami who has empowered Srila Prabhupada to propagate Krishna consciousness around the world. Radha Damodar deities are also been given by Srila Rupa Goswami to his nephew, Srila Jiva Goswami. Jiva Goswami's work was to edit what Rupa Goswami has written. His work was to edit. And also we have the pastime where Rupa Goswami tells to Jiva Goswami, Tarka Vitarka is not the topic in Vrindavan. And Vallabhacharya comes and finds out some fault in Rupa Goswami's verse, where Rupa Goswami has written, Bhukti Mukti, both are Pisachis. At that time, Jiva Goswami, at the time Vallabhacharya says, Mukti is Pisachi, that is understood. But you change the statement, Mukti is also Pisachi. Rupa Goswami did not argue at all. He just accepted. But Jiva Goswami could not tolerate, because he knows what his uncle writes is not at all wrong. Somehow Jiva Goswami, while leaving back Vallabhacharya, he presents his argument. At that time, Vallabhacharya also accepted, yes, whatever Rupa Goswami has written is perfect. So when he comes and gives this news to Rupa Goswami drives him out of Vrindavan. He says, this is not the place where you just quarrel and fight. The moment devotees fight, that place is not Vrindavan. Arguing for small things is not Vrindavan. So that devotees, they never stay in Vrindavan. So staying in Vrindavan means having the consciousness, wherever I serve, I should do the best. I should always honor every activity of every devotee. So in this way, when 2 times he had driven Jiva Goswami out of Vrindavan, Sanatana Goswami used to bring Jiva Goswami back. And when Sanatana Goswami asked, what is the highest daya? He said, Jiva daya. Then show first daya to your Jiva. In this way, Rupa Goswami is to be pacified by his elder brother. It said in the preface of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, if you see, he dedicates his book to his elder brother Sanatana Goswami. That was a love which he had for his elder brother Sanatana Goswami. So in this way, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, they are all wonderful Goswamis. Goswami means, go means senses. Swami means one who has control over the senses. Nowadays, everybody in the Vrindavan, especially coming in the same family heritage, they put their surname as Goswami. It is a title. It's not just surname, it's a title. Title is Goswami. Goswami means one who has control, complete control over his senses. So here we'll stop. Try to do some aspects of Rupa Goswami's glories. And before stopping, I want to read out one pada of you sing every day Jai Radha Madhav, right? That is given by Rupa Goswami in Stavamala. Okay. Now 10 names of Srimati Radharani has been given by Rupa Goswami in Stavamala. I will read out that. You should purchase the CD. The CD is so nice. You should because now you are all advancing in devotional service, you should purchase that CD. CD is working. You should have a CD player. राधा दामोदर पृष्ठा राधिका वर्षभानवी समस्त वल्लवी वंडल धम्मिलोतांश Mallika. So here 5 names are being given. Radha, Damodara Prishta, second name, dear to Damodar. Radhika Varshabhanavi, Radhika, his greatest worshipper, Radhika. Varshabhanavi, the daughter of Varshabhanavi. Samasta Ballavi, Vrinda, Gammila Uttam Shad Mallika. So her hairs are braided by gopis. She is the crowning garland of all Mallika flowers. Big name, Gammila. So this fifth name is Ballavi, Samasta Ballavi Vrinda. Vrinda is the next name. Now sixth name, Krishna Priyavali Mukhya Gandharva Lalita Sakhi Vishakha Sakhya Sukhini Haririd Bhringa Manjari. Krishna Priya. Nice name. Krishna Priya. Priyaval Mataji's name here. Krishna Priya in Bhakti Shastri class. So Krishna Priya is the first of Krishna's beloved. That is Radharani. And how is she? Gandharva. She is expert singer. Gandharva, expert singer, expert musician. Lalita Sakhi, friend of Lalita. Vishakha. Vishakha. Sakhya Sukhini. She gives happiness to Vishakha. And then Hari Rudra Bhranga Manjari. Her another name is Manjari also. Hari Rudra Bhranga Manjari. The flower blossom that attracts the black bee of Lord Hari's heart. Flower attracts the bees. So here Rupa Goswami says Radharani attracts the black bee of Krishna's heart. So here again now 4 names are there. So 9 names became. So the 10th name is there in the last paragraph, the big paragraph. Imam Vrindavaneshwariya Dashanama Manorama. Sorry, in that second also 10th name has been given. The flower that blossoms, yes, 10th name is also given. So the conclusion of all the 10 names have been given in the 3rd and 4th paragraph. Imam Vrindavaneshwariya Dashanama Manorama Ananda Chandrikam Nama Yo Rahasyam Sutim Patet Saklesharahito Bhutva Bhuri Saubhagya Bhushitah Tvaritam Karuna Patram Radha Madhavayor Bhavet. So whoever reads this confidential prayer bearing the title Ananda Chandrika, the moonlight of bliss, and which is beautiful with 10 names of the queens of Vrindavan. 10 names of the queen of Vrindavan, that is Radharani, becomes free of all troubles and decorated with great good fortune. He quickly becomes the object of Sri Sri Radha Madhav's mercy. That is the Pranadhana of Rupa Goswami. Radha Goinji. In our temple, who is there? Radha Goinji is there. Rupa Goswami's Pranadhana is Radha Goinji. Radha Govind temple is built by Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami comes as is a personification of Shiksha Guru. Abhideya Pranama, Pranam Mantra. Abhideya Aradhya Bhagavan is Abhideya Aradhya Bhagavan is Radha Govind. Abhideya Jnana is given by Rupa Goswami. Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojana. So in this way, Abhideya means how to connect to Lord. So connect to the lover of Lord, that is Radharani. Serve Radharani so much that she teaches how to serve Krishna. That is how Abhideya Jnana is given by Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami's prayers for the stabas written for the Manjaris, The, was written for Radharani, Lalita, Vishakha. They're so wonderful. And everything is there in Stavamala book, Stavamala CD book. So requesting devotees to purchase the CD book. It is available. I'll show you. This is Rupa Goswami's Stavamala. This is the book of Stavamala. And what we have is in the CD format. That book has another print where he is bestowing mercy to Srila Prabhupada. Rupa Goswami is bestowing mercy to Srila Prabhupada. So we stop here. Anchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo Vaishnavandi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Requesting devotees to collect the forms from the temple. This is not the time to be silent. Take their forms. So many forms have come. And if you go and personally invite devotees, it will be very nice. Take the forms from the temple. When we are keeping Sunday volunteers meet, many of you were not there. So we cannot come and give in your house. You come and take the forms. Don't say it is there in the WhatsApp. It is there. But if you take the form and personally go and talk to people, it will have a very good impact. They will like also that you have come. And they will not only like to come, they will like to even donate also. Requesting devotees to give the personal donation. As well, it was just we have now 10 days for the celebration. We have to do a lot of dynamics, how much to spend. It all depends on your collection, but we cannot wait till the connection because we have to certain things we have to plan advance, like the mandap, flower wala, because that time it is very costly. Everything is costly, so we have to set a budget also. You can give your commitments maybe after 2-3 days or next week. You can give your at least your commitments, how much you will collect, how much you can give. So that will help us in organizing a festival. This festival is not a small festival, it's Janmashtami. There'll be many, many outsiders who come, not only devotees, many outsiders also come. Last time we had a walking crowd of practically 5,000 people, walking crowd. And everybody had to be given some small Drona Prasad. But for everything, it costs because especially the Ekadashi Prasadam is very costly. And Ekadashi Prasadam is made from the pure ghee. Again, we don't use anything outside, you know that. So requesting everyone to take anxiety. Lord takes anxiety for us. Every month, somehow He feeds us, isn't it? He gives us a salary. Just imagine if we are lost, if we don't have any salary, if Lord is not protecting us, can we sustain? So it is not our hard work, it's Krishna's mercy who protects us. So give your commitments, and some devotees have already started depositing also. And as I wrote the count, now it is just 1 lakh which has come. 1 lakh, more than 1 lakh is going for Pandal stage. We have to make. You will say, why to make all these things? It's a festival. When some stupid decoration we do in our houses for the marriages and all. For Janmashtami, will we not do nice decoration? Flowers are in zooming prices. Practically, what cost 25,000? That time is double rate. Dress stitching is going on. Dresses, many of the devotees, they sponsored the dresses. So all of you take the anxiety, who have not yet started, take the anxiety of collection, talking people, collect. And if you don't have cards, come to the Jagannath Devasthanam, take the invitation cards and start. Hare Krishna. Anchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo namo namah. Vaishnavandi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And Kalyan devotees will work for Thane Janmashtami, as we don't have a separate program in Kalyan. All Kalyan devotees, they should do some donation also and collect some funds also, so they can do for Thane Janmashtami.